on the agenda for Bilderberg 2015 and about his new documentary that's coming out. He'll be joining us for 30 minutes, start of the next hour. Then, always informative, we're going to be joined by one of the top preparedness global trends experts out there. Joel Skousen will be joining us to look at different global and domestic developments as well. So please stay with us today. This is a broadcast you're not going to want to miss. Quite frankly, you don't want to miss any of the broadcasts, but this one particularly is going to be jam-packed, and I'm wound up because obviously, you know, I missed some days last week. Here's what's coming up. Coldest months on record. February 2015 could be among the top 5 ever in the United States. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is from mainstream news, CBS. So, but it doesn't matter. The new National Geographic's coming out, and it talks about the war on science. And on the cover, we have the cover tweeted out at Real Alex Jones. It says that climate change is not real. See, notice it's gone from global freezing to global warming, being man-made, anthropogenic, to now we're just denying that climate ever changes. No, we've said the climate always changes, and the only constant is change. So notice their bait and switch. The war on science, climate change does not exist. Vaccinations can lead to autism. We have the CDC's own top scientist as a whistleblower saying they were ordered to cover it up. Genetically modified food is evil. No, we just said that a lot of it, you know, that kills the bugs that eat it, also hurts humans' livers. I mean, they've had to recall Starlink corn and scores of other GMO crops that end up killing the farm animals that eat it. But see, they count on you being ignorant. Oh, my gosh, there's no problem with GMO. Oh, my gosh, these people don't believe that climate changes. No, we said anthropogenic global warming is a hoax, and it's been proven to be one. But that's, see, I just read one headline out of no exaggeration. I've probably got 200 articles in front of me. This is just one stack. Look at this headline. Texas governor, since January 1st, we've had more than 20,000 people come across the border illegally. That's the new Texas governor. Greg Abbott told CBS's Face the Nation. Continuing, there's no economic and political freedom without economic freedom. Again, there's no political freedom without economic freedom. Economic freedom is the foundation of all freedom. That's Patrick Barron, von Mises Institute, up on Infowars.com. And that dovetails with this stack of news I'm going to get to. Federal Reserve insider Alan Greenspan warns there will be a, quote, significant market event. Something big is going to happen. And what is that something big? Again, CBS News. 4 of 10 Americans are one bill from disaster. How are we such a great economy when that's the case? ABC News survey finds many Americans on the edge of financial disaster, but the controlled media, at least the politicians most of the time, say that the economy's never been better. But then separately, more and more even establishment types are on television and in print saying, yes, get ready for major economic collapse, and the globalists are pre-positioning themselves right now. Meanwhile, CARE praises DHS report that came out last week during the terror summit, the extremist summit, that extremist Muslims were not mentioned at. You cannot make that up. And said that right-wing extremists are the #1 threat. We're going to be breaking that down. The Council on American Islamic Relations has come out and praised the report, warning of libertarians, right-wingers, Christians, gun owner groups and veteran groups. They agree that's the main threat. This is like a satire novel or something. I mean, if I wrote a comedy novel about what's really going on, people buy it and laugh at it. But then they go, wait a minute, this is really going on. So that then dovetails with this stack of news. And remember the Kenya mall shooting of a few years ago that killed 60-plus people, 69 people, and wounded a whole bunch of others. That was carried out by Boko Haram, which is a al-Qaeda-affiliated group. And, of course, that then expands down all the way into the middle of Africa, into the west of Africa, in Nigeria, not just Kenya. Well, when I first saw the threats coming out of this al-Qaeda ISIS group to attack Mall of America and other major malls, I pointed out yesterday, funny they said Mall of America, because if you go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I've been to many times because GCN Radio Network is based there. It's based in between Minneapolis and St. Paul, those two twin cities. Almost everybody at restaurants serving you, driving the taxi cabs, at the hotels are Somali. And there's a government program to bring in Somalis from Somalia as, quote, refugees. And they're constantly getting caught, you know, and it's a minority of them, obviously, but cooking stuff up. But don't worry, there'll be no mention that unlimited illegal and legal immigration could cause a problem, even though ISIS is saying they're going to immigrate Europe and the U.S. with sleeper cells, because when they strike, they'll just have a summit and blame the Tea Party, like Obama did last week, and the Council on American Islamic Relations will come out and